All right. What is up, everyone? Welcome to another special edition of The Danny Show. I'm your host, Daniel Cody, and this is where I give commentary and reviews on all things wrestling. And as you can see by the close to gold that I'm wearing, today is, and I know it's the afternoon, and some of you are seeing this at night, but today was and is still Undisputed Day because today is the birthday of the Undisputed One, Adam Cole, baby. So, for all of you joining, thanks for watching. Let's get down to my top 10 favorite matches of Adam Cole from AEW as well as NXT. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Boom! Let's get started. We start at number 10 with Adam Cole defeating Samoa Joe to win the Owen Hart Tournament Finals Trophy Cup. He won this at Double or Nothing, and what's ironic about this, now, because this is Samoa Joe, of course he had a little bit of help from some of his friends at the Undisputed Era, but nonetheless it doesn't take away from the accomplishment that Adam did that night, winning the Owen Hart Trophy, and he wasn't the only one. On the women's side, ironically, his girlfriend, Dr. Britt Baker, say it with me, DMD, won the women's version of the Owen Hart Trophy. Wow, that's a power couple in pro wrestling right there. At number 9, we have Adam Cole versus the Velveteen Dream at NXT in Your House 2020 in the summer. This match was a parking lot brawl that had both men during a time where the pandemic was really getting big and bad. So it forced WWE to make the fans watch from home. However, it did not stop the creative team from making great matches, theatric, cinematic like matches, like the Boneyard match with AJ Styles and The Undertaker. This was another one of those cinematic matches. It was a parking lot brawl, and let me just say, first of all, great entrances by both men. Adam Cole had a monster truck. Velveteen had a Lamborghini, came in looking like Hollywood Hulk Hogan from NWO. But I got a funny question. Who in the blue helicopter ordered a Uber? Who called for an Uber? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who called the Uber? However, great match. The Undisputed Era, as always, tried to pay help to Adam Cole. This time, their interference plans were intercepted by Dexter Lumis because he's quiet when he's Dexter in NXT, but he's a open mouth creep who stalks Christy Hemme on TNA 12 years ago. I heard he's in NWA, just as long as Christy Hemme's not there. Whew, that's a scary thing. At number 8, we have Adam Cole in a losing effort against Aleister Black at NXT TakeOver Philadelphia in 2018, just 24 hours before the Royal Rumble. Now, let me just say this. Even though he lost the match, it was still a great match. Even ironically, Adam Cole spent most of his time in NXT as well as AEW, a heelish wrestler. However, despite being a heel, fans still took to him. And what was ironic was he did something face-like when the fans started singing, "Oh, we want the tables," because they're in Philadelphia. Extreme capital, by the way. So he indulged them in getting tables, and Aleister Black went through 2 of them. But it didn't stop Aleister from winning that match. So even though Adam Cole lost, it was still a great effort. But this is another great fact about it. Despite losing the next night, like Andrade. 24 hours later, he was a part of the Royal Rumble. Wow. At number 7, we have Adam Cole versus Matt Riddle on an episode of NXT October the 2nd, 2019. Man, those guys were awesome. They pulled out. I love how one of the things I loved about the original NXT Black and Gold brand is how they would pull out moves and counter moves. They would go. You would have one person do a spin kick, and they would turn around and clothesline, and then come back up and do a stunner, and then it'll turn into a spear. It's amazing how they do that stuff. Those adrenaline-like moves and just keep it going because usually stuff like that would put someone down, but not the NXT guys of the Black and Gold brand back in the day. So I thought that match was amazing. Both guys pulled out the best parts. Thankfully, this was one of the few matches that the Undisputed Era did not interfere in, and Adam Cole won by himself, baby. But the original Bro had a great showing. This was before Riddle and Randy would go on to become good buds. But nonetheless, a great showing in which Adam Cole, through the running knee to the back, would win this match and retain his undisputed NXT championship, a reign that was record setting, by the way. At number 6, we have back to AEW, we have Adam Cole with his girlfriend Britt Baker, say it with me, DMD, taking on Orange Cassidy and Statlander in a mixed extreme almost tag team match on an episode of AEW from January the 19th earlier this year. Now, first and foremost, I gotta say Orange Cassidy is one funny, in a strange way, but still a funny dude. And I got to say, I feel sorry for the guy because he's always getting his oranges squeezed. I mean, he got his orange squeezed by everyone. He got one of the most memorable times he got his oranges squeezed was by the bunny. I forgot what her name was, but the bunny is what they call her. But either way, that was one of the memorable ones. But either way, I feel bad for the guy. He needs to wear a cup more. But another lesson in this is don't mess with Adam Cole's girlfriend, because when Adam Cole's girlfriend Britt Baker was unintentionally sent through a table, it pissed Adam Cole off and it gave him the fire to finish off Orange Cassidy and win the match for him and his girlfriend. Like I said, power couple of pro wrestling. And let me just say something else, because Adam Cole, I noticed, and then I'm going to get back to the countdown. Well, you know what? I'm going to save that point. I'm going to make that point a little bit later. Nonetheless, at number 6, we have Adam Cole teaming with Britt versus Statlander and Orange Cassidy. At number 5, we have Adam Cole versus Tommaso Ciampa at NXT TakeOver Portland 2020, before the crisis started. And let me just say, if you are an original NXT fan, I encourage you to check out NXT Portland. Most of the matches can be found on YouTube. Adam Cole versus Tommaso, Keith Lee versus Dijakovic before they totally ruined the guy. I'm talking about Dijakovic. Lady Kane, Tegan Knox versus Dakota Kai. You have Finn Balor versus Matt Riddle. Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano. Matt Riddle was War Games. My apologies. But either way, so many great matches. They are all on YouTube. Go look them up. It was one of the best events of 2020 before the pandemic happened. It was awesome. The crowd of Portland was awesome. And this match was amazing also. Of course, the Undisputed Era interfered, but it wasn't the Undisputed Era that helped Adam Cole win this epic match against the Psycho Killer Tommaso. It was DIY member himself, Johnny Gargano, who had lost earlier that night, as I mentioned, to Finn Balor. We didn't see that coming at all. But nonetheless, great match by Adam Cole and Tommaso. And of course, despite going through the announce table, Cole still retained the undisputed NXT Championship. At number 4, we have Adam Cole, baby, versus Pat McAfee at NXT TakeOver 30 2020. This was during the time where they had trainees as fans. And let me just say, at the time, no one could stand Pat McAfee was a commentator for NXT. Then he became a wrestler that no one could stand. And then when he came to SmackDown, between dancing to Shinsuke's theme and calling out bum ash Corbin, he became a fan favorite. And by the way, I am behind Pat McAfee all the way. I hope he beats bum bald wolf Corbin at SummerSlam. But in this case, he did not win because it was first off, let me just say it was a hard fought match. A very excellent performance by Pat McAfee. And did I mention Pat McAfee is a heck of a kicker and has a lot of great mic skills, because there was one time he owned Adam on the mic and all Adam could say was, "I'm going to make you my biscuit." But nonetheless, excellent performer on the mic and excellent performer in the ring with Adam Cole. And it was the sunset flip, which people usually kick out of, but it was the sunset flip that put Pat McAfee down. And when I mentioned in my WrestleMania review that Pat McAfee is 0 and now is 1-2, the one victory was against Theory, who I'm mad won the Money in the Bank. But his 2 losses were against Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era at War Games. Hopefully it'll be 2-2 with Corbin. But this match that Adam Cole won, defeating Pat McAfee, was a great match. I really enjoyed it. At number 3, we have back to AEW, Adam Cole. This match was Adam versus Adam. We had Adam Cole, baby, versus the man who lets us know it's time for some cowboy Let's just say it's the Undisputed Adam versus Cowboy the It Apple Adam. I said Apple. That's a funnier botch than what Shotzi did this past Sunday. And everyone makes mistakes, so I'm not dissing Shotzi. But either way, great match on both ends. I actually reviewed this event, so if you want to check it out, I go into deeper details. It was the night at Revolution earlier this year in February. The night where everyone was paying tribute to The Undertaker by doing tombstones. We saw tombstones from CM Punk, and I believe one of these guys did a tombstone. That's all I know. It was the night of tombstones. But nonetheless, in a hard-fought victory, Adam Page won the match, retaining his AEW championship. But there's no denial the excellent performance of Adam Cole. And let me just say this, because my next 2 matches are from NXT. But the fact that this match happened at AEW, I have to say this real quick. I understand why Adam Cole went to AEW instead of going to one of the main rosters, because Lord knows if he had gone to the main roster, ain't no telling what would happen. But thankfully, we don't have to worry about if they're going to give him a cringy name like Butch or underuse him like Tommaso Ciampa. Sorry about that, guys. If it got too dark on me, I just brought a little light in just in case. My apologies. I hope the quality is good. Let me know if the video was good and the quality was good in the comments. If not, I'll redo this. But either way, like I was saying, glad he chose another place, because ain't no telling what WWE, Raw, or SmackDown would have did to Adam, because LA Knight is a Maximum Male model owner, and Butch, son of a Butch, is whatever the heck that is. It's ridiculous. God have mercy. Speaking of Butch, let's get down to number 2, and that is Adam Cole versus Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne at Survivor Series 2019. Now, as I mentioned in the part about Aleister Black, 24 hours after falling from heaven down to War Games Hell at NXT War Games 2019, Adam Cole showed up the very next night to defend his championship against Pete Dunne, and it was a WWE classic. The only thing that would have made it better is Mike Ranallo being there, but he was so passionate about what happened last night, the previous night, and probably because Dakota Kai betrayed Tegan Knox, he probably blew his voice out on that. No, that was earlier. But he blew his voice out, so Michael Cole had to help call the action with the NXT commentators. Nonetheless, great action, amazing. Michael Cole did do well too, but it was an amazing match with the finger snapping Pete Dunne. And let me just say, despite having his finger snapped, Adam Cole came back with the sunset flip and the knee to the back for the win. That just shows you how undisputedly tough Adam Cole is. Last but not least, let's get into the 3 stages of hell match with Johnny Gargano. Let me tell you. First of all, who got themselves disqualified? Which one? I forgot, but one of them got themselves disqualified early, which I thought was a dumb move. But nonetheless, the ending was shocking and OMG-like. As mentioned earlier, Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano had a great rivalry that started because Tommaso had to relinquish the championship due to injury. So that led to some classic matches between both of these guys that eventually culminated at this event right here known as NXT TakeOver Toronto. You had that match, you had NXT TakeOver 25, and then which Adam, if I'm not mistaken, it was Adam that won, and the first match, which was NXT TakeOver New York, I believe, that Johnny won first. But this match, the 2 out of 3 falls, was the settlement match. A settlement match that Adam Cole won after both men went flying from the top of the cage onto tables, with Adam Cole coming out victorious. And thankfully, the fans got their wish because they were chanting, "Please don't die." That's one of the funniest things the fans ever chanted. Thankfully, no one died, but Adam Cole won the championship and Adam Cole defended his championship, and that was the start to one of the longest NXT championship reigns. That's my list. What was your favorite? What is your most undisputed Adam Cole match? Let me know in the comment section below. That's all the time I have for you today, and I'll be back with another review on all things wrestling. Until next time, it's Undisputed Day. Enjoy NXT that Adam Cole put on the map, by the way. Helped put on the map. But until then, Undisputed Day, baby. Boom. See you next time.